I wish I could make reaction videos, but I was born in 1956. I've heard all these songs. What could I possibly react to?
I was worth it, found my purpose, ran from the abyss to the surface, the reward constantly working.
Hey whippersnappers, Brian here to Boomer Reacts. Welcome back. If this is your first time here, thanks for checking me out. I listen to rap and hip-hop songs using lyric videos, and then I let you know what I thought about them. So happy Wednesday. It is Underground Wednesday, and as you can see, I'm going to be reacting to My Upstairs Neighbor, Mum's the Word by LP. I talked a little about LP when I did the, when I reacted to Walking in the Snow by Run the Jewels. But I think that biography was more about how he and Killer Mike met as opposed to, you know, who LP is. So I'm going to read a little about him, and then we'll get the reaction. LP was born Jamie Maline in 1975 in Brooklyn. LP's parents divorced when he was 7 years old, and he was expelled from 2 high schools before he got his GED. He graduated from Musical Engineering School at the Center for Media Arts in Manhattan. After graduating, he enrolled at Hunter College, but dropped out because most of the courses did not relate to the career he wanted, which was hip-hop. Getting involved with the hip-hop culture of New York at an early age, LP met Mr. Len when he hired Len as the DJ for his 17th birthday party. The two became friends and formed Company Flow in '92. They released their first single, Juvenile Technique, in '93. Big Juice joined the group, and in '95 the trio released their debut EP, Fun Crusher. This led to them signing with Rawkus Records, where in '97 they released their debut album, Fun Crusher Plus. In '98, East Coast rappers and producers Cage Kennels and Masai Bay formed The Weathermen, a hip-hop production group that further expanded into a rap group and included Aesop Rock, Tame One, Yak Balls, LP, Jackie the Motormouth, Camu Tao, Copyright, Vast Air, and Breeze Bruin. Well, that's a lineup. The Weathermen released a mixtape in 2003 titled The Conspiracy. Meanwhile, disagreements between LP and Rawkus led to Company Flow leaving Rawkus. In '99, LP decided to start his own record label, Definitive Jukes, like a jukebox, formerly known as Jeff Jukes, and extra formerly as Definitive Juxtapositions. Okay, Def Jux. And because of critically acclaimed albums such as Cannibal Ox's The Cold Vein and Aesop Rock's Labor Days, the label rose to prominence. Company Flow dissolved amicably in 2001, and the following year LP released his debut solo album, Fantastic Damage. In 2005, LP and Camu Tao recorded an EP called Forever Frozen in Television Time. It was shelved and not released until 2010. In 2007, LP's second studio album, I'll Sleep When You're Dead, was released. Unfortunately, in 2008, Camu Tao died of lung cancer at the age of 30. In October 2009, LP announced that he was working on his third studio album titled Cancer for Cure. In August 2011, it was announced that LP signed with Fat Possum Records, which would release Cancer for Cure. Later that month, LP released a single off the upcoming album called Drones Over Brooklyn. In May of 2012, LP released Cancer for Cure with its single, The Full Retard. The album is dedicated to Camu Tao, and LP says, quote, Camu was a huge inspiration on this record, mostly because he had a huge effect on my life and who I am. I think that I'm trying to create an idea or illustrate a thought pattern. Just because there's darkness that I see and think about, it doesn't mean I've given into it. I think the record is ultimately about not giving into it. For the most part, I'm struggling with that darkness throughout the record. When I say it's about wanting to live, I just say that because that's how I feel. When you get hit with death, sometimes as horrible as it is, one of the things that can come out of it is reaffirmation of how much you don't want to go, and I think that's what happened to me, unquote. For My Upstairs Neighbors was produced by LP and Wilder Zobi. Wilder Zobi. All right. Wasn't a lyric video at all for it, so I'm just going to scroll.
I'd like some water, please. This room is way too hot to be here sitting and explaining. There's no joy in repetition. Plus, you all know what I know, and that's a heaping pile of donut holes. I didn't even know them. I am not your perfect witness. Your team of fat blue buddies waddling around and trying to crack the case of better off locating someone else. I spent the day on my New York shit, didn't even meet them once, and no, I'm not upset. I'm just another guy minding his business. But if I had to guess, I'd say whatever happened probably had to happen anyway. If crime's a definition, do your job and write it up. But find another motherfucker to harass. I'm getting tired of this redundancy rendition. Come on, you know the drill. These walls are thick. I got my own shit that I'm dealing with. I haven't seen or heard a thing. I never met him. That's the city. Good luck working at Colombo. I'm a bounce. You got my info, but you'll never get my pity. And I'm out. If you kill him, I won't tell. 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 Early that day after my regular alarm of tongue as blade that resonated clear through thin constructed walls. After my first smoke, but before I copped the paper from Bodega, bumped into you in a stairwell in our shit constructed hall. On my New York shit is the customary bop. Don't talk to anyone, look forward, mind yourself, continue walk. The halls are thin and so is skin when bearing witness to the sounds you're generating every day. Guess it reminded me of something. It must have taken every muscle in your body to produce that little twitch you probably thought was passing muster for a smile. But trust, I recognize the gesture, I have seen it many times. I read the tells, I know the sacred art of bluffing. Maybe I shouldn't have, but as you passed the stop to put my hand on your left arm, the repo paused, I meant no harm. And you looked startled as I leaned into your ear and said the first and last thing ever to you. Do the thing you have to, and I swear I'll tell them nothing. If you kill him, I won't tell. If you kill him, I won't tell. If you kill him, I won't tell. If you kill him, I won't tell.
I want to check something in the lyrics. So, this is a guy who's minding his own business, and he's telling the cops that, he doesn't even know these people that live in his apartment building. But it looks like what eventually happens is she was scared or, actually getting hit or something, because she was starting to get a twitch when she tried to smile. So maybe she killed him, and he's like, "Mum's the word." But that's what it sounds like. It may not be it, but it sounds like she killed him. And I don't know if he knows for sure. I don't know if he heard something, but he assumes it's her. And he said, well, he says, "If you kill him, I won't tell," which means he may have said that to her before the actual act, and he knows that it was her. It's something in that area. This was like a rock song. LP didn't, I would say he didn't rap as much as he did like spoken word. There wasn't, flow and color. It was, he's telling a story. But the music in the background was electronic and rock. And I like the chorus. The chorus was fun, sticks in your head. But overall, it's just a little too avant-garde for me. This is what, 2011 this came out. I rarely go past 2010 on this channel, but I have done it, and this is just 2011. Yeah, it's a little too avant-garde for me to say that I would enjoy it. And maybe it's just because I've gotten so used to all this 80s and 90s hip hop, that for the most part is like fun and bouncy. And this was not. It was just, I'm telling this story about my neighbor who killed her husband or her boyfriend, and I'm not telling. So interesting, but not my cup of tea. Well, thanks for hanging with me, guys. If you like this kind of content, give me a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.